With the Lions sitting at 1-3 and going on a big road game against New England on Sunday, let's dive into a little bit of the breakdown. There's not a whole lot to discuss, guys. I think you know what's already coming. Let's roll the intro.
Welcome to Detroit!
Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, I'm Hat and Beard. Let's discuss a little bit of what we should look for in the Lions Week 5 matchup against New England. There's not a whole lot of bright spots. We've kind of discussed everything. We already know what we're going to get with our offense, you guys. I guess really the big question is St. Brown going to play? I can't find any information that says he is or that he isn't. So we're going to put him as questionable. I wish I could give you guys a solid answer on whether or not he's going to play. If you look at last week, it's evident our offense moves without him. I'm not saying we don't need him. I'm just saying Ben Johnson knows how to coach up an offense and scheme to put players in position to succeed, unlike on the other side of the ball, our defense, which is really kind of the main thing that we're going to be worried about all season, let alone game to game. But I feel like this is going to become a reoccurring thing, man, where I'm going to sit here and say, well, if we want to be successful on defense, we have to get back to fundamentals. We have to tackle well. We have to stay home. We have to do our job. Yeah, you should know that. Considering you're fucking pros, man. Considering you're pros, I would like to think that the fundamentals come kind of naturally to you. But, you know, Aaron Glennon is 10,000 IQ. I don't know what to expect out of our defense, man. I've gone on record already saying that if AG lets up over 24 points and on our way to a loss, right? Because if we're letting up 24 points to a Bailey Zappi-led, Fat Patricia coached New England Patriots offense who can really only run the ball moderately well. They have not really that great of an aerial attack, and really the running backs, I mean, it's more of a running back by committee, which a good thing for an offense, but that's going to further hinder our defense. We don't stop the run well at all, and for whatever reason, our strength and conditioning coaches have failed our team. It is week in and week out. Midway through the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, you can see our guys are gassed. Now, part of that is our strength and conditioning coach. They've missed significantly in their training of our players. The other part of it is that our defense is on the field so damn long because our defense can't stop anybody, because our defense can't get off the field, that they're just exhausted come the fourth quarter. Now, that's not really a fault of the offense. Yes, I guess you could say we could milk the clock. Look, in a hypothetical world where our team is sitting on a 2-possession lead midway through the third quarter heading into the fourth quarter, yeah, maybe let off the gas a little bit and try and milk the clock a little bit more. But the problem is that we're never afforded this luxury, right? We haven't been afforded the luxury because our defense won't get a stop to put our offense into a position. All we're ever doing is exchanging points, man. It's a track meet from kickoff to the final whistle because our defense can't stop anybody. So if our offense is having to pound on points, our defense is going to have to be on the field a lot because we're routinely playing catch up, and it's just an sustainable cycle. It's just an unsustainable flow of how our team should be operating. Our defense needs to be off the field less, and what'd be really nice is if our team could be in a position to where we're not going for it on fourth down. Maybe utilize Jack Fox, our big-legged, all-world awesome kicker or punter. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. I wish I could say Jared Goff needs to do X, Y, and Z, but Jared Goff has been playing lights out, dude. Jared Goff has more 4-touchdown passing games than anybody else in the NFL this season. I wish I could say, well, we just need DeAndre Swift to come back and our running game will be back. Dude, our running game didn't go anywhere. We have a plug-and-play style running game now because our offensive line is so good that anyone can, I mean, like I said, my grandmother could get 100 yards rushing. Well, maybe when St. Brown comes back. Doesn't matter because our wide receiver core, although not electric, and I'm looking at you, DJ Shark, who fleeced the Ford family out of $10 million. Outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown, we don't have any real lights-out players. Yeah, Jamo's coming back. But even when St. Brown is out, look at last week. We force-fed the rock. We schemed Hawk to essentially take on that role. We showed the connection that Josh Reynolds and Jared Goff have and have maintained. They've had that connection since he came midway through the season last year and really elevated Goff's play, coupled with Anthony Lynn having play calling duties removed from him, Ben Johnson being elevated to more of a offensive coordinator position last year, and then getting I don't want to say full control this year because I'm pretty sure that Dan Campbell still has the training wheels on Ben Johnson a little bit. Ben Johnson can scheme, so it doesn't necessarily matter who's in, who's out, who's hurt. I mean, hell, our offensive line has been playing great, and we've been down 2 of our starters almost the whole season because Halabalu Tavati Vaitai is on IR with a back injury, and that's a huge blow. That sucks, man. So we've had a rotating door at the right guard spot. Now, you know, we decided to move Evan Brown from his reserve center spot over to right guard. He was playing really good, really good for 2 games, but then he got dinged up last game. Jonah Jackson hurt his fingy, so we brought up Dan Skipper from the practice squad, who's 6'10", and I don't know how you play guard at 6'10", but he played. They're like, hey man, will you play guard? And he's like, well, I've never played guard in my life, and they put him down there. So our offensive line can be a rotationary role of players, and they're still going to be successful because Hank Fraley's a great offensive line coach. Ben Johnson puts his players in positions to succeed. Our offense isn't the problem. Our offense is not the problem. Last year, you could argue our offense was the problem. You could say, oh, last year our offense was the problem because our defense was the unit keeping us in games, you know. But this year, the roles have been completely reversed. And I'm getting really tired of hearing people say, because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it a bunch come draft time. We need to focus on defense. Defense. We need to focus on defense. 75% of Brad Holmes' draft picks in Detroit have been on defense. We take defensive play. We took Aiden Hutchinson #2 overall. Yeah, we took J-Mo. Woo! Then we took Zach Pascal. We've taken a lot of defensive players. Have they necessarily worked out? Well, you know, Kirby Joseph still has to prove himself. You know, with the regular season rolling up, his role or his reps in practice were diminished because, you know, we wanted Walker and Elliott, and then Walker got hurt, and then we decided to roll with Juju Hughes, and well, Juju Hughes sucks, so then Kirby Joseph's going to get a little bit more run, and he just needs to get back up into the speed of the game because week 1 of the preseason, he played like crap, but then week 3 of the preseason, he played really good. So maybe with Kirby Joseph, we see a week-by-week elevation, and then he gets up back, you know, I don't want to say back to an elite level because we don't know that he was ever at an elite level. But if we can get him back up to a suitable spot where he can continue to develop and continue to grow in that position, that'd be excellent. Ifedi Melifanu, he's been hurt all season. Levi Onwuzurike, he had a back injury, and I don't want to say he's a bust because that's not really fair to say to the guy. He can't control the injuries that happen to him, but Levi Onwuzurike, he didn't work out. Derek Barnes, he's not working out, you know. Our only defensive players that we can say, you know, hey, Brad Holmes did a good job on were maybe Aiden Hutchinson. He is still yet to prove himself. But Malcolm Rodriguez is apparently a diamond in the rough. And Aleem McNeil has played lights out. Although we do need better interior defensive line play, we need a complementary piece to Levi Onwuzurike, or I'm sorry, to Aleem McNeil, which was what Levi Onwuzurike was supposed to be. So I don't want to hear we have to focus on defense come the draft time. In fact, I'm really irritated that we're already talking about the draft week 5 of the regular season, man. That's not what we want to be doing. That's SOL stuff, man. I don't know what to think about Sunday. I'm going to root for him, man. I'm going to root for him, but I don't think we're going to win. I mean, I think last I checked, we were 3-point dogs, which means that Vegas isn't even really sure. I mean, a 3-point spread, that is essentially nothing. That's essentially 0, man. So it could go either way. I'm gonna root for the Lions. I'm gonna bet on the Lions, obviously, because they're my hometown team, man. Will Bill Belichick scheme and tweak and change things? Probably. Will we look normal and really get knocked off our high horse for offense of production all year? Yeah, probably. Will we limp into the bye week instead of on a high note going into the bye week, you know, stealing a win on the road, get Dan Campbell his first road win in Foxborough? That would be really awesome. The reality of the situation is we're probably not. We're probably going to go get the fucking brakes beat off of us by Bill Belichick and Bailey Zappi, and that's going to be awesome. That maybe you elevate an Aubrey Pleasant. Maybe you elevate a Kelvin Shepard, though I doubt Kelvin Shepard would be your next logical choice. I'm pretty sure that Aubrey Pleasant would be elevated to a assistant defensive coordinator role, maybe kind of help AG, because AG hates making halftime adjustments, and we need that. Okay, you know, that's holding us back because our defense is holding us back. So, all right, let's just say Lions go out and steal a W in Foxborough. Our defense shows up. They are able to hold the super high octane, just unbelievable all-world elite offense of the New England Patriots to like 17 points. Yeah, we'll hold them to 17 points. How's that? Our defense holds them to 17 points, and our offense goes out and drops 28 in Foxborough. Jared Goff continues his elite level of play. Hutch decides to put on the black shoes and not cramp up, and he gets home for a sack and a half. Jeff Okudah shows that he is an elite level player, and he's able to remove last game's performance from his mind and comes out and gets a nice INT. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go put it down. Lions win 28-17. We win by 11 and get Dan Campbell his first road win. And we roll into the bye week on a high note. Yep, that's what I'd like to have happen, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So next week will be a little bit different because we're going to have the bye week. So we'll do a review, a breakdown, and then I'm thinking about maybe, oh God, drop a comment down below if you made it this long. Go ahead, drop it down below. Just do that. It ain't that complicated, man. It ain't just a little, or even just use your thumbs, dude. Just use your thumbs on your square, on your slave square. Go get your slave square out of your pocket. I know you're already watching me on your slave square, dude. Just hit comment and comment below what you think I should talk about. Should I maybe just do 3 videos, review, breakdown, or would you like to see review, breakdown, and then me talk about who potentially the Lions could be looking at taking in the first round of the 2023 draft? Because as a Lions fan, this is about the time we start talking about draft prospects. So, hey guys, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully the Lions can go out Sunday, get that W. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, man. Like it'll be a good thing if we can get a W, man. I think we'll all feel a lot better. Have 2 weeks of not being down in the dumps, man. Really milk for the bye. So have a good weekend, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.